Morning. Okay, so I wanted to go on. We've been spending some days talking about meter and meter signature and talking about the steady beat. And we've also been talking about bar lines, measures. Bar lines cut the music into measures. So now we're going to go on in this last introduction and this introduction that we're doing to music. The last thing that I wanted to talk to you about was about expression in music. And music, that's one of the things that's so great about music, is it can show emotion. And it's one reason why we relate so well to it. And a couple of ways that music does this is by the use of two things, and you need to know these terms. So please make sure that you're writing these down in your music binder. We need to talk about tempo, what tempo is in music, and we need to understand what dynamics are in music. And a lot of times we will get those two terms confused because their definitions have to do with opposite things. So a tempo has to do with fast and slow, the speed of the beat. But dynamics have to do with loud and soft, how loud or soft music sounds. And these two things go into helping music be expressive. Okay, when you listen to a song, it can be fast, it can be loud, it can be fast and soft. It can change speeds, it can change dynamics, it can change how loud it is or how soft it is. And these things particularly change in choral music and in band music. So if any of you are also taking band, these two things can change. Just like with the speed of the beat, just like your heart, remember the beat is like your heart, just like your heart beat can change speeds, so can the speed in a song change. So if you're out and you decide that you're going to go for a run, your heartbeat is going to get faster, right? Okay? If you lay down to take a nap, it's going to slow down, right? And the tempo in a song, the speed of the beat, how fast or slow the music is can change as well. And there are I forgot to write one in, and I'll do that in just a second while I'm talking. But there are 3 tempos that we're going to look at. We're going to look at a slow tempo, a medium tempo, and a fast tempo, okay? And I'm going to share with you the Italian words for these, okay? So there are actually many more tempos than these 3, but we're just going to talk about these basic ones. So in music, the Italian word for slow is largo. It's not largo, that kind of looks like how it would be pronounced, but it's largo, okay? Think of a turtle, okay? Think very slow. The speed of the beat is slow, a very slow song. A medium tempo in music is often called andante, okay? Which is actually a walking speed. It's about the speed at which you would casually walk down the hall of the school. That's andante. And then fast, a fast tempo, there's several fast tempos, but we'll go with allegro, which is like a jogging speed, okay? So that's a fast tempo. So we have slow, largo, medium, andante, and fast, allegro, okay? Now, we also, let's move on to dynamics. When we're talking about how loud or soft music sounds, you probably talked about these in elementary school. There are 2 basic ones I'm going to go over now, but in a couple of weeks, when we really focus into some other music symbols and terminology, we're going to add to this. But right now, we're just going to start out with these basic 2. We have piano, which actually means soft in Italian, and forte. Forte is where we get our word fort from, which is strong. So forte is strong, loud. It's a loud sound. Now, when you look in music, usually they don't write out the entire word piano or the entire word forte. For soft, they'll just write in the letter P. It's kind of a fancy P that looks something like this. Let me grab a different color. It's kind of like a fancy P. It'll look like this. I'll just write it right here. Okay? So that is piano. if you see a fancy F that looks something like this, that stands for loud or forte, okay? So what we're gonna do is I have a couple of other videos that you're going to watch that have to do with tempo and with dynamics to help you understand these. Make sure you get these notes in your music binder, and we'll be wrapping up this first introductory unit on beat and expression in music and move on to rhythms in the next unit.